Forget lions, forget tigers. Tonight, the forest belongs to two tiny gladiators. This is a story of an epic clash between the Stag Beetle and the Rhinoceros Beetle. Two living tanks armed with natural weapons that look like they were forged in a blacksmith shop. One fights with giant antlers that can grab, lift, and throw an enemy like a wrestler in miniature. The other carries a massive horn that works like a living bulldozer blade, built to ram and flip anything in its path. It isn't just a fight, it's a high-stakes contest for territory, food, and the chance to pass on their genes. Welcome to the Beetle Battle of the Year. Round 1, the arena high on an old tree trunk. Sweet sap oozes from the bark. This sugary liquid is precious energy for any insect, and tonight it is the prize. A rough strip of wood becomes the perfect battlefield. There are no referees, no crowds to cheer, only moonlight, forest air, and the quiet sound of tiny claws gripping bark. The arena is set, the rules are simple. Stay on the branch and win the sap. Slip and you lose everything. Round 2, the entrances. From the left side, the Stag Beetle climbs into view. Its body shines dark bronze. Two immense jaws curve upward like deer antlers, each as long as the beetle's head. Those antlers are not for decoration. They are weapons for gripping and flipping rivals. From the right side, the Rhinoceros Beetle emerges from a shadowed crevice. It is thicker, heavier, built like a living tank. From its head rises a single smooth horn like the prow of a battleship. With a slow, deliberate push, it tests the bark beneath its feet as if measuring the battlefield. Two fighters, one prize. Round 3, the stare down. For a long moment, neither moves. Antennae twitch and taste the air. Each beetle measures distance and strength, judging the opponent's weight, looking for weakness. This is the silent conversation before combat, a mix of intimidation and calculation. Every second increases the tension. The forest seems to hold its breath. Round 4, probing for advantage. At last, the Stag Beetle makes the first move. It sidesteps along the bark, keeping those antler jaws half open, ready to clamp. The Rhinoceros Beetle lowers its massive horn almost to the wood, crouching like a sumo wrestler preparing to charge. Every tiny shift of a foot matters. One wrong angle and the opponent could use it to gain leverage. This is insect chess, where each move is a silent test of balance and power. Round 5, first clash. Suddenly the stag lunges forward. Its antlers snap shut around the rhino's midsection. For a moment, the grip holds tight. The stag strains, trying to lift and pivot to throw the heavier beetle off the branch. The strength is impressive. Those jaws can snap twigs. But the Rhinoceros Beetle is pure muscle wrapped in armor. It plants its feet and refuses to budge. Round 6, the hornlift the rhino counters. It ducks low, angles its horn beneath the stag's body, and heaves upward in one explosive push. The stag rises a few centimeters off the bark, legs flailing for purchase, then gravity slams it back down with a dull thud. This is the signature move of the Rhinoceros Beetle. Raw upward force like a miniature forklift. Round 7, battle on the edge. The struggle drives both fighters toward the rim of the branch. Below them yawns a soft bed of leaves, but a fall from this height means certain defeat. They scrape and shove, each testing the other's grip. The stag's antlers flex like iron tongs. The rhino's horn presses upward again and again. Every inch matters. One slip will end the fight. Round 8, brief pause. Then, as if by silent agreement, they separate. Both stand motionless for several seconds, breathing through tiny spiracles, antennae vibrating. It is not a truce, but a reset. Time to recover strength and to trick the enemy into making the next reckless move. In the stillness, the tension only grows. Round 9, the decisive push. With sudden speed, the stag strikes again. It lunges sideways, sliding its antlers under the rhino's shell in a perfect lever position. Muscles tighten. The stag heaves upward and twists, trying to execute the classic antler suplex. But the rhino is ready. In a blur of motion, it lowers its center of gravity, digs the horn deep beneath the stag's chest, and drives forward like a living battering ram. There is a sharp lift, a twist, and the stag is wrenched off balance. It tumbles, legs reaching for purchase, and drops toward the forest floor. One clean, unstoppable throw. Round 10. The world interferes. A sudden gust of wind rattles the leaves. An ant marches across the bark as if to inspect the battlefield, oblivious to the drama. But the Rhinoceros Beetle remains unshaken, standing firm while the stag disappears into the leaf litter below. Nature itself seems to acknowledge the victor. Round 11. Victory and reward. The Rhinoceros Beetle claims the sap bar. It moves slowly to the exposed wound in the tree and drinks the sweet liquid that started the fight. This victory means more than food. It means territory, mating rights, and the unchallenged status of champion on this patch of forest. For the Stag Beetle, defeat is temporary. It will climb again another night, sharpened by the memory of this fall. In the world of insects, battles like this happen every evening, unseen by most of us. They may be small, but the courage, strength, and strategy on display rival the greatest contests of the animal kingdom. So which side would you choose next time? Team Antler or Team Horn? Share your pick in the comments and tell us which wild face-off you would like to witness next. Subscribe to WildWhisper for more incredible stories where the wild gets loud even when it's small.